Anybody threaten you or force you to get you plead guilty?
No.
Anybody promise you anything beyond what the
No.
prosecutors?
You said that I had a handgun, a pistol?
Yeah.
Yeah, I had that big Glocky on me. I had a 30 round hanging out the clip. I had a 30 round hanging out. It wasn't concealed. It was a big 30 round on it. It wasn't concealed. But yeah, though, I had it on me.
Alright guys, today we're diving into a court hearing that's absolutely wild. This guy is here for carrying a concealed weapon without a permit, and honestly I don't know how he thought that was legal, because you clearly need a permit. But the real kicker in this situation is his attitude. He's rude, disrespectful, and acting like he's above everything, and the judge is definitely not going to tolerate it. Things escalate quickly and you really have to see how it all unfolds. Let me know what you think about people like this in court, because it never seems to end well for them. Let's get into it.
Mr. Bailey, I need your name, sir.
Marvin Bailey.
All right, good morning. All right, Mr. Nager, any offers here?
Judge, Mr. Holler emailed me some information yesterday to give me more to look at and read, and I've had email communication with him. Currently, the offer is no reduced plea.
All right, how you want to proceed today, Mr. Holler?
Well, the offer is no reduced plea and two years of probation. Isn't that right, Mr. Najjar?
Correct.
Okay.
With other conditions, that's correct.
Okay, with some other conditions to be determined. If we can do a situation where my client can pay in lieu of community service, something like that, we can take a plea today.
All right, you understand what the prosecutor's offer is, sir?
No, I don't.
Mr. Nager.
I don't even see the prosecutor. Who is the prosecutor? His camera's not on.
What does that have to do with it, Judge?
The prosecutor. Okay, the offer that we've discussed is to plead guilty to carrying a concealed weapon without a license to do so, which is a felony. 2 years, a sentence agreement of 2 years of probation, and you will have the opportunity to pay.
Fuck them.
Hey.
Okay.
Mr. Bailey, watch your mouth, sir.
Man, okay.
Here's what's gonna happen, Mr. Bailey. If you keep it up, I'm gonna bring you into the courtroom and take you into custody and find you in contempt. Settle down,
All
sir.
right, bro. All right.
That's the judge, not your bro.
All right, sorry about that, Judge.
All right, go ahead, Mr. Holler.
Okay, thank you, Your Honor. And at the time of sentencing, the court can determine that that Mr. Bailey would be able to pay a certain sum of money in lieu of community service if he so chose. So it would be like an either-or type of thing. So the court would determine an appropriate amount of community service versus an appropriate amount of additional costs or fines, however we want to characterize that he could pay at his election. He would be on probation for 2 years.
All right. Mr. Bailey, you understand what that offer is, sir?
Yes.
All right, you waive your right. Now you understand you have a right to have a preliminary examination, sir?
Yeah.
You waiving your right to have a preliminary examination today?
Yes, sir.
Anybody threaten you or force you to get you to waive your examination right today?
No, nobody threatened me.
All right, court's going to accept the waiver. Mr. Bailey will automatically be bound over. Mr. Holler, as it relates to the arraignment, he's standing mute and waives the formal reading of the information.
I do.
Court's going to enter not guilty plea today.
Hey, can I ask a question?
This guy needs to be sent to jail, no question, and he definitely deserves a contempt charge for the way he's acting. I mean, this has to be one of the most disrespectful defendants I've ever seen. He's talking over the judge, rolling his eyes and acting like this is some kind of joke. I don't know if he's mentally ill or not, but he's clearly not thinking straight. Maybe he just has no respect for the judge or the law in general, but there's no way you should behave like this when a judge has the power to send you to jail for a long time. But it gets even crazier because he's about to straight up admit to the crime and completely expose himself. He really messes up here and basically digs his own grave without even realizing it. Let me know what you guys think so far, but let's get back into it.
Go ahead, sir.
Can I ask a question?
Go ahead, sir.
After we do this plea, like after I finish my probation and complete everything, like, would I still be able to get my license? Because I like to have my documents intact, in order and everything.
All right.
I know I was wrong for the case and everything, but like, would I be able to do that?
You have to talk to Mr. Holler about that. He can give you the legal advice.
Okay.
All right, please raise your right hand. If you freeze. All right, do you solemnly swear or affirm the testimony you're about to give today will be the truth?
Yeah.
Yes?
Yes.
Yes.
All right, you can put your hand down. You understand if I accept the plea from you today, sir, you give up or you waive, first of all, you understand that the maximum penalty I can impose if I accept a guilty plea can be up to 5 years in prison.
Yeah.
You understand if I accept the plea from you today, sir, you give up or you waive certain constitutional rights.
Yeah.
You understand you waive your right to have a trial by judge or jury.
Yes, sir.
You waive your right to remain silent without that silence being used against you.
Understood.
Is that a yes?
Yes, sir.
You waive your right to be presumed innocent until proven guilty beyond a reasonable doubt.
I'm gonna say yes to that, but I was already. I'm guilty. Yeah, though, because they already said I was guilty, man.
Sir, what you understand is you're giving up certain rights. You have certain constitutional rights. In order to take a plea, you have to give up or waive those rights. That's what
Yeah, though. Yeah.
All right, you understand that you waive your right to be presumed innocent until proven guilty beyond a reasonable doubt.
Yeah.
Is that a yes?
Yes.
Anybody threaten you or force you to get your plea guilty?
No.
Anybody promise you anything beyond what the
No.
prosecutors? Anybody promise you anything beyond what the prosecutor's office has offered you to get your plea guilty?
No.
All right. Anybody, Mr. Nate, Mr. Nature, daytime, location, factual basis, please.
Thank you, Your Honor. Mr. Bailey, on February 5th, 2024, in the area of Binder Street in the city of Detroit.
It's Binder, Binder, Binder.
Binder Street in the city of Detroit. At some point, did you have contact with the police that day? At some point, did you have contact with the police that day?
I ain't had no contact with the police. They contacted me.
Right. Okay. You were arrested that day?
Yeah.
Okay. So prior to that, at some point prior to that, did you have a handgun, a pistol?
You said, did I have a handgun, a pistol?
Yeah.
Yeah, I had that big Glocky on me.
And was it concealed in some fashion at some point?
I had a 30 round hanging out the clip. I had a 30 round hanging out. It wasn't concealed. It was a big 30 round on it. It wasn't concealed. But yeah, though, I had it on me.
Okay. Was it in a pocket or under a shirt or something?
No, it was outside. It was sticking out. It was hanging out.
Okay. Was it partially inside of a pocket?
No.
All right.
I had it out.
There it is, this guy just completely buried himself. He's obviously lying, and it's honestly painful to watch at this point. He actually said he had a 30-round clip on a handgun and was just swinging it around like it was totally normal. I mean, who even says that in court? This guy seriously needs to talk to his attorney, because I don't even think he realizes what he just said. He's literally speaking to a judge, and that's not just sketchy. It's straight up dangerous, and it's definitely not going to help his case in most situations. Having a high-capacity magazine like that without proper licensing can lead to even more charges. So this guy is just piling on problems for himself. Is he out of his mind or what? Because I can't understand how a normal person would just expose themselves like that. Let me know what you think in the comments, but let's get back into it.
Mr. Holler, I don't know if you need to have a discussion, but we need to know whether it was concealed or not at some point.
That's what I'm saying. My shit wasn't concealed. That's what I'm saying. I don't even know why I'm going through this. My shit wasn't concealed. It was not concealed.
All right,
Now
Mr.
let's
Holler.
prove it was concealed. I want to go to trial.
Hold on,
You're
Mr.
what?
Bailey. All right, Mr. Bailey.
My gun wasn't concealed. It wasn't concealed. And I'm sick y'all trying to do me like this.
All right,
I don't
Mr.
got no
Bailey.
felonies.
Mr. Bailey, settle down. All right, Mr. Holler.
Man, this is wrong, man. Y'all do
Mr.
people
Bailey.
like this, man.
Mr. Bailey, just listen. I'm not going to accept the plea. I'll let you go forward to have a trial. Mr. Holler, you want an examination date?
Yes, I do.
All right, so Mr. Bailey, you're going to be going on. I'm not going to accept any pleas from you today, sir. If you're innocent, we're going to let you go forward and exercise your constitutional rights to have a trial. So we're going to the next stage. So the next stage is at a preliminary examination. Mr. Nature, as it relates to any offers.
Your Honor, it goes forward as a no reduce plea.
All right. So, Mr. Tooks, can I have an examination track from Mr. Bailey?
Not a problem. It's going to be Judge Sabri.
All right, Mr. Holler, this matter is going on the examination track before the Honorable Judge Aaliyah Sabri for a Zoom PCC May 30th at 8:30 a.m. Again, before the Honorable Judge Aaliyah Sabri for a Zoom PCC May 30th, 8:30 a.m.
Okay. All right, thank you.
All right, Mr. Bailey, you going to the next stage, sir. You going forward to have a preliminary examination, sir. You got that date and time?
Yeah, because I ain't going out like that, man. I can't go out
That's
like
fine.
that, man.
That's fine, sir. You can exercise.
I can't go out like that. That my shit wasn't concealed, man. They trying to play me dirty.
All right, you can go forward, sir, and have a trial. Have a good day, sir.
Let me know if you guys want to see his next trial, because honestly it sounds like it could be just as crazy as this one, and if enough of you want it I'll post it for you. But yeah, that was definitely one for the books. This guy is completely delusional. I mean, just the way he came in so hostile, cursing in court and acting like it was no big deal. It's crazy that some people behave like that, and honestly I don't know what you guys think, but these Zoom court hearings are just insane. It feels like nothing ever really gets done. I make a lot of videos about people like this, especially those sovereign citizen types, but I do think Zoom court hearings can work for normal cases. However, when people start acting out like this, they should immediately be required to show up in person, because it clearly doesn't work. But somehow he still managed to avoid a contempt charge, which honestly blows my mind. I would expect most judges to come down hard on that kind of behavior, but maybe it's just because it was a Zoom hearing. I really think he should have been hit with contempt, because disrespecting a judge in their own courtroom is just asking for it. Contempt exists for a reason. It keeps the courtroom in order and ensures people take the process seriously, and this guy clearly didn't get that. Do you think the judge was being too lenient, or was it right to let it go? I'm not sure about this one, but I'm going to wrap it up here. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this wild video. If you did, don't forget to like and subscribe for more content like this, and let me know in the comments what you thought about this hearing. Did you expect it to go this way? Anyway, take care, and I'll see you in the next one.